Good morning, y'all. Lois with Ellie Grace's Attic here. Let's make some breakfast pizza this morning. I wanted to share with you guys, this is one of my favorite ways to use up my sourdough discard. I got my coffee in hand, praise Jesus. It's quite early here, so you gotta have coffee. This is my sourdough discard. I pulled out of the fridge, gave it a good stir, get it all mixed up again, and I've just had it sitting out on my counter for just a few minutes. I have already scrambled some eggs, fried up some bacon, and while I was doing all that, I have my skillet, my cast iron skillet in the oven, and my oven was preheating to 400 degrees. So now I'm gonna take that hot skillet out of the oven and we're gonna make the base for our breakfast pizza. All right, here is our skillet. This is a 8-inch cast iron skillet. I have my sourdough starter, and this is what I love about this, okay? If you do sourdough, you a lot of times end up with lots of extra discard, and the discard recipes are awesome, but this one is just simple and no nonsense because you don't have to add anything to this. You just take your discard and you just pour it. I'm just going to go in a circle and cover the bottom of my skillet, and that's it. You don't have to add anything to it as far as extra flour or any other ingredients except your seasoning, okay? You could certainly leave it like that if you want, but I like to add some garlic salt and some red pepper flakes because I like a little spice. You can add whatever seasonings that you like. Now this is for a breakfast pizza. You could certainly make this pizza crust for supper. You could do like a pizza with it, but I like it. I like my carbs at breakfast, so I'm doing a breakfast pizza, okay? But this pizza crust is so versatile, and you can actually make several ahead of time and flash freeze them and keep them in the freezer for whenever you're ready to use them. So now that I've got that down and seasoned, I'm gonna put it back in the 400 degree oven for I do mine for about 8 minutes just to get it set. This is gonna make a thin, crispy little breakfast pizza situation. If you want it a little thicker, you could pour more discard in there and so on, but you do what you're feeling, okay? I want thin and crispy. So I'm gonna put this back in the oven for about 8 minutes. All right, y'all, here it is out of the oven. You see it's starting to firm up. It's starting to kind of crack just a little bit and get brown around the edges. That's what we want. So now that it's out of the oven, we're gonna top it. And I've got some mozzarella cheese. Again, you can use whatever you like, but I'm gonna put a good, just like a little handful, maybe a little bit more because cheese. Get that spread out all over it. Be careful because the skillet is hot. Now I'm gonna get my scrambled eggs on top of that. Just kind of spread them out on there. Get that all over. Get all the eggs. And I've got a couple pieces of bacon here. I made a whole plate, but the little boy gets the bulk of that. We just want a couple little pieces on top. You could do, I've done this with sausage, I've done it with ham, whatever you like. It's your pizza. You can top it however you like. So we get all that kind of spread on top. And I'm also gonna put some fresh green onions. I didn't feel like chopping jalapenos this morning, but my eggs are seasoned with everything bagel jalapeno. So we just got some green onions on there. And because I like cheese, I'm gonna add just a little bit more cheese on the top of all that. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna put it back in the 400 degree oven for just a few minutes, long enough to melt the cheese. That's it. And then we'll have breakfast pizza. And all right, y'all, here it is out of the oven after about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. You see the cheese is all nice and melted. It's brown around the edges. And man, it's gonna be so good. And you just get your little spatula under there. It comes right on out. And there we have it. Yummy breakfast pizza with sourdough pizza crust. So easy and so good. Enjoy.